Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone. I am Abdurrahman Hadi. Here I will present the final exam entrepreneurial economics with lecturer Pak Jikri Firmansyah with the topic the role of renewable energy in Indonesia economy growth. Okay, this introduction, background information, overview of Indonesia energy landscape. Indonesia is trying to switch from fossil fuels to renewable energy. Government target to 23% renewable energy in the national energy mix by 2020-25. A big challenge still face the energy transition in Indonesia. Inadequate infrastructure, limited technology, and high investment equipment are the main barrier. In addition, the relatively high price of renewable energy compared to fossil energy makes its implementation slow. The importance of economic growth in Indonesia. Sustainable economic growth creates jobs, increase income, and quality of life. When the economy grows and society feels the benefits, the potential for social conflict can be minimized. In addition, strong economic growth can increase Indonesian competitiveness on the global stage, attract foreign investment, and strengthen Indonesia's position in international trade. However, to achieve sustainable economic growth, Indonesia needs to ensure inclusive and equitable growth so that all level of society can benefit. This requires appropriate policies, including structural reform and improving the quality of human resources. Okay, next, current energy situation in Indonesia. Dependence of fossil fuels. Based on statistics in 2020, coal is still the main energy source with a contribution of around 54% to total primary energy consumption, followed by petrol 26% and natural gas 20%. Based on economy, dependence of fossil fuel also has an impact on a country's financial ruin. From an environmental perspective, the use of fossil fuel has caused serious problems in terms of air pollution and the impact of climate change. Okay, next, government policies and initiative. One of the main initiative is the National Action Plan for Renewable Energy, which aim to increase the contribution of renewable energy in the national energy mix to 23% by 2025. Apart from that, Indonesia is also committed to reducing the greenhouse gas emission through various policies that support the transition to environmentally friendly energy. The government has issued regulation on the use of biodiesel and plans to increase the biodiesel blend to be 30 or even be 50 in the future as part of efforts to reduce CO2 emission from the transportation sector. Next, economy benefits of renewable energy, about job opportunities in renewable energy sector. One, employment opportunities in renewable energy sector. For example, the solar panel and wind turbine industry continue to grow, creating jobs for technician, engineering, and construction workers. And then, infrastructure investment and development. For example, the feed-in tariff, feed policy for renewable energy provides price certainty to renewable energy producer, thereby making investment in this sector more attractive for private investor. Development of infrastructure related to renewable energy. And then energy security, stabilizing energy prices through reducing dependence on imports will increasing Indonesia energy security by encouraging sustainable economic growth and reducing fiscal risk. And next, environmental and social benefits. One, carbon emission reduction. For example, the deployment of solar panels and wind turbines has helped reduce Indonesian carbon footprint by replacing aging and inefficient fossil fuel power plants, by improving air quality, especially in densely populated urban areas. The use of renewable energy not only improves the overall quality of life but also reduces the burden on public health costs and the health system. Number two, rural and community development. Through the development of solar panel, mini hydroelectric power plant, and other decentralized renewable energy system. Communities in this area can access reliable and affordable electricity for daily needs, such as lighting, heating, and operating essential equipment. Therefore, renewable energy not only functions as a tool to meet basic energy needs, but also as a catalyst for inclusive and sustainable socio-economic development. Okay, next, challenges and barrier. One, first, financial and economic barrier. One of the main barrier in developing renewable energy is the high initial investment cost. Although long-term operational costs are lower than conventional power plants. The initial cost of building renewable energy infrastructure such as solar panel, wind turbines, or hydroelectric power plants can be very high. In addition, high political and regulatory risks can also discourage investors from investing on a large scale in this sector, thereby hindering rapid growth and development of renewable energy capacity. Number two, technology and infrastructure challenges. One of the main challenges in developing renewable energy is the need for advanced technology and a skilled workforce. New energy technologies such as solar panel, wind turbine, and energy storage system require complex technical approach in their design, installation, and operation. Infrastructure challenges are also concerned in integrating renewable energy into the existing electricity grid. This challenge is compounded by the need for coordination between various parties, including government, electricity grid operators, and renewable energy project developers, to ensure that the necessary infrastructure can be built and operate efficiently. Number three, one of main barrier to the development of renewable energy in Indonesia is the inconsistency of the policy and regulatory framework. Although the government has launched various initiatives to support the development of renewable energy, there are often inconsistent policy and regulatory change over time. Okay, next, case studies and example. Number First, successful renewable energy project in Indonesia. A number of renewable energy projects in Indonesia have demonstrated success in integrating the latest technology to produce environmentally friendly energy. One important example is the geothermal project in the Gunung Salak area, West Jawa Barat. This project involves PT Pertamina Geothermal Energy in developing geothermal energy potential in the area. In addition, this project also triggered the growth of related industries such as increasing economic activity in the construction and service sectors, as well as supporting training and increasing the capacity of local workers in renewable energy technology. Number two, a lesson from other countries. One example is German, which is famous for its energy policy, which is determined to switch completely to renewable energy. German has successfully leveraged strong incentives policies such as feed-in tariffs that allow renewable energy producers to sell their electricity to the grid at guaranteed prices, as well as strong support from the public and private sector. And on the other hand, Denmark is also an example of successful wind energy integration, achieving around 50% of its electricity needs from wind energy sources in recent years. This comparative study provides insight into how public policy, community support, and consistent regulatory can effectively support the renewable energy transition. Various best practices from these countries can be applied in Indonesia to accelerate the development of renewable energy. One strategy that can be implemented is the development of innovation financial model, such as feed-in tariffs schemes, which have proven effective in attracting private investment and increasing renewable energy capacity. Okay, next slide about future prospect and recommendation. First, strategy to increase renewable energy adoption. Increasing the application of renewable energy in Indonesia requires strong and consistent policy recommendation. First, the government to strengthen a clear and stable regulatory framework to create legal certainty for developer and investors. This includes agreement on the licensing process and consistent enforcement of renewable energy policies. Second, effective incentive measures such as competitive feed-in tariffs, remittance tax of renewable energy equipment, and financial support for research and development of technology innovation are important for attracting private sector investment. In addition, the government can encourage market penetration of renewable energy by providing fiscal incentive such as tax breaks or tax credit for the installation of solar panels, wind turbines, or other renewable energy system. For consumers, providing fair and transparent electricity tariffs for renewable energy can encourage the use of clean energy on a household and commercial scale. And then long-term vision of renewable energy in Indonesia. Indonesia has great potential to develop renewable energy in the future through several scenarios that can be considered. One way is to increase the installation capacity of solar power plants in areas that have abundant sunlight through the year, such as Jawa and sebagian dari Sumatera. Another scenario involves further development of wind energy, particularly in coast area with the potential for strong winds, such as in Sulawesi and Nusa Tenggara. By considering this potential holistically, Indonesia can develop a sustainable renewable energy growth scenario that has a positive impact on environmental and economic sustainability. Increasing Increasing renewable energy capacity can support inclusive economic growth by creating new jobs, increasing national energy security, and reducing dependence of unsustainable fossil energy imports. In addition, the integration of renewable energy can also provide additional economic benefit through the development of local industries for the production and installation of renewable energy equipment, as well as improving related services such as technological information and technical consulting. And for conclusion, renewable energy is critical to Indonesia economic growth and development. Transitioning to renewable energy such as solar, wind, and geothermal can create many jobs, reduce carbon emission, and improve energy security. With the right investment and infrastructure development, Indonesia can attract domestic and international investment. Renewable energy is also important for reducing dependence on fossil fuel import, stabilizing energy prices, and achieving national and global climate goals. Supportive policies and incentives for investors and consumers are needed to move the sector forward. By learning from other countries and implementing strategic policy, Indonesia can overcome existing barrier and make great progress in the renewable energy transition. Support from policymakers, business, and the public is essential. Policymakers must continue to improve and enforce policies that support renewable energy, while business must invest in renewable energy projects. Communities must support renewable energy solution and sustainability practices. By working together, Indonesia can build sustainable energy further that benefits both the economic and the environment. Okay, thank you.